Dan Collins now on one of Peru's hidden treasures.
At any event showcasing Peruvian food, there can be no greater fans than the Peruvians themselves. The queue goes round the block for Lima's first international gastronomic festival. If you visit Peru, it won't take you too long to realise that it's a food-obsessed nation. Peru mucho gusto, a play on words which roughly translated means Peru very tasty and Peru nice to meet you, has attracted the nation's finest chefs with one objective in mind, putting traditional high-quality Peruvian food on show. And as you can see, it's a huge success.
The whole gamut of Peruvian cuisine is here, from the finest restaurants selling at lower prices to Peruvian street food like tripe and kebabs. And I think in terms of popularity, the street food is winning.
Food like these anticuchos, kebabs made from cows' hearts, were historically the food of African slaves, who were given the innards while their masters ate the meat. But they're now everyone's favourite snack. Nowadays, food in Peru cuts through all social strata, and at this enormous fair, all its regional varieties are represented. From spicy stuffed ricotta peppers from Peru's second colonial city of Arequipa, to these juanes and mashed plantains from the Amazon. And this is chicharron, roast pork and crackling, cooked here on an open fire. But it's Peru's Pacific coast which is so rich in fish, which provides some of its most distinctive cuisine.
Ceviche is Peru's most iconic dish. No one is quite sure where the name came from. One thing is certain, it's a fisherman's dish made with the simple ingredients which they had to hand, and it's best enjoyed with a cold beer.
Raw fish, chili and the juice of acidic lemons with corn kernels and sweet potato on the side. Best made with love and best eaten at sea, says this fisherman who runs a family cevicheria. But it's the Chinese-Peruvian chef Javier Wong who really makes a virtue of the freshness of his ceviche made with Dover sole and draws the crowds in the process. This salty sea dog, Tato, has been making taku-taku with fresh shellfish for decades. Not so long ago, like ceviche, it was a poor man's meal. Nowadays, it's one of many Peruvian dishes regarded with a new sense of pride. I asked Chef Gaston Acurio, a household name in Peru, and also the man behind this event, what makes Peru's cuisine so unique.
We've been building this perfect balance of bloods, heritage, biodiversity in recipes, names, flavors that are what we are, Peruvian food, and we are like very proud of it. All you see in this event, we're so proud of what we've been building.
It was around 7,000 years ago that the potato was first domesticated in the Andes of Peru, and today it's still home to most of the world's 3,000 varieties. Marisol Tello says her community in the Andean province of Huancavelica produces between 600 to 700 different varieties. Freed African slaves left their distinctive mark on the cooking, especially, as Gladys Buenano explains to me, in places where they settled like Chincha on Peru's southern coast. The Chinese arrived in the 19th century, and their cooking is the basis of what Peruvians call chifa food. And Peru has its own national drink, a fiery grape brandy called pisco, which, it seems, can be drunk at any time of day. It's being said here that gluttony is not a sin. Peruvians really enjoy their food, so it's no surprise that there's strong domestic demand. But there's also growing export sales.
There's a gastronomic explosion happening in Lima, with plenty of foreign interest and investment pouring into the capital. Many here are saying Peru is in one of its best moments in its history, with fast economic growth boosting its confidence to put its cuisine on show.
Young chefs who had the resources once left to study in France or Italy. Now they're staying in Peru and studying in the growing number of chef schools to focus on perfecting what they believe is the finest cuisine in Latin America. The boom in Peruvian food promises a bright future, says gastronomic.
Our food is an opportunity to send culture and feelings to the world from Peru. And that's very important to us, to our country, to our people.
Gracias.